Hi, welcome to the live class.lk, the best e-platform learning in Sri Lanka. Right. I'm your strategic level corporate finance and risk management lecturer. I'm in Ihlas. So today I'm going to discuss about your syllabus area, how the weightage has been given to your syllabus, and what are the key areas of the syllabus. Chapter wise chapter I'm going to highlight the main syllabus areas today. So we'll have a look one by one how the syllabus is structured as well as how the weightage has been given. Okay, we'll move to our syllabus. Here the entire syllabus structure I have taken here. You can see there are 5 parts: part A, B, C, D and E. So how the weightage has been given, you can see here. We go one by one. So here part A, firm and overview of corporate finance. The 15% of weightage they have given for this particular area. So here the basic understanding about the financial strategies of the company, what are the financing decisions should be taken by the corporate environment. So these things we are going to discuss in part A. So basic theories and what are the basic concepts and how finance manager should work, or how the finance should be managed, what are the decisions. So these things we are going to focus about part A. Right. So this is the most important area of this syllabus. This is valuation of financial assets. So 30%, which is the most highest weightage they have given for this part B. 30% out of 30% they have mainly allocated for this part B, valuation of financial assets. So we'll discuss what are the main areas inside this later. Okay, I'll explain one by one. Right. So part C, investment appraisal. So you can see how important is this area. 15% of your syllabus is mainly focused about this investment appraisal. So what are the techniques that we want to use, what are the new areas added to this syllabus, how we are going to do a foreign investment, those kind of things we are going to discuss under part C. Right. Part D is a most important area, capital structure and financing. So how we are focusing about our capital structure, how the structure is from the debt side, and how we are making the combination from equity. So how we are going to take the financing decisions, those things we are going to evaluate in part D. So 25% of weightage given for this particular area. Finally, risk management and uncertainty. So we want to take decisions under risky situations and under uncertain situations. So and at those points, how we are going to take our decisions, those things we are going to discuss under part E. 15% of weightage they have given for this particular area. So we'll go one by one in detail, so we can see what are the areas they are focusing under this 5 main categories. Okay, we'll go one by one. So you can see syllabus structure, part A, B, C, D and E. Okay, we'll go one by one. Part A, firm and overview of corporate finance. I have explained already. 15% of weightage they have given. So we'll have a look what are the areas included in this part. So nature of firm and significance of finance. So what is the significance of finance to the organization and nature of firm we are going to discuss under this chapter. Then we are going to discuss the relevance of corporate finance. So what is the relevance of the corporate finance to the modern business world. So those things we are going to discuss under part A. Some theoretical areas we are going to cover under this part A. Right. So we'll move to the part B. So this is the most important key area in this syllabus, valuation of financial asset. 30%, which is the higher proportion allocated to this area. So this is very important. So you can see cash flows and the time value of money. It's very important. That is the basic thing we want to know before we are going for the valuation, right? So valuation of bonds, so that is one key area in this syllabus. So how we are going to value our bonds, based on that how we are going to take our investment decisions, those things we are going to discuss under this chapter, right? So finally we are going to talk about valuation of shares under part B. What are the methods that we are having to value our shares? So based on that how we are going to take our decisions, whether these shares are overvalued or undervalued. So those things we are going to discuss under this part B. So 30% weightage is allocated for this particular area, right? So part C is very interesting area. So normally we are familiar with NPV method, IRR, so those kind of things. So here we are going for the advanced investment appraisal scenarios, not the basic things. Here we are going for the advanced techniques that we can follow, investment appraisal techniques, what we can use, specific investment appraisal scenarios based on the practical situations, how we are going to take this kind of a decision. So it is very important. International investment appraisal, if you are going for the international investment, or if you are going for another country, or if any foreign investor is coming for our country, what are the treatments they want to do, how they are going to evaluate, how they are going to take their investment decision, those things we are going to discuss under part C. So this part C is very critical as well as very interesting area. So through this live class.lk I'll explain one by one, and you can ready for your examination very easily. You can prepare for your examination without any barrier. So this is the best platform in Sri Lanka, www.liveclass.lk. So I'll bring lesson by lesson and we'll move step by step towards our examination. Sometimes you may have faced lot of difficulties while sitting for this examination. Sometimes you may have failed lot of times. So I also have some experience like that. So finally we have gone through this examination, and now we are guiding to our students. So it is very important to focus about this examination. I'll teach you how we should ready for examination, what are the loopholes we want to correct in order to meet our examination in a successful way, so we can go through our examination. So you can clear all your past barriers, we can go through our examination, and you can go for your dreams very easily, right? So capital structure and financing. So how your capital structure is constructed, how much of weightage you are taking from the debt side, from equity how much. So those kind of capital structure things we are going to discuss under this level. So how we are going to do our financing, it is very important. So 25% weightage allocated for this particular part D area in this syllabus, right? So equity finance, mergers and acquisitions. So it is very critical as well as some interesting area in this syllabus, how we can do some mergers and acquisitions. So what are the criteria we want to discuss, or what are the factors we want to consider, those things we are going to discuss under this mergers and acquisitions, right? Short-term financial strategy, the cost of capital. So how our cost of capital is structured, weighted average cost of capital, or capital asset pricing model. So here we are going to analyze a lot of methods, and we are going to compute our cost of capital. Based on that we can take lot of decisions. This is a very critical factor we want to know to take decisions in the organization. So it is very important how we are going to compute, or we want to know how to compute our cost of capital, what is the basis, what are the methods available for us. So those things are very important. Capital structure, I already explained that previously. Finally, debt financing. What are the options we have, what are the costs, what are the things we want to consider before we are going for this option, what will happen to our gearing of this company. So those things we are going to discuss one by one when we are coming to these areas. Finally, risk management and uncertainty. Nowadays we can't take, we are facing to a lot of complexities in the market. So the risk and uncertainty we can't avoid. Whatever the decision we are taking should be based on risk and uncertainty. We want to incorporate this risk and uncertainty into our decision making, then only we can take a better decision for our organization. So it is very important to focus about risk management as well as we want to focus about uncertainty. While taking our decisions, we are incorporating risk as well as uncertainty into our decision making purposes, and we are taking a better decision for the shareholder wealth maximization. So we are going to focus about risk and risk management, how we are going to manage our risk, how we are going to mitigate our risk, what are the possible strategies that we have. So those kind of things we are going to discuss under part A, right? So managing foreign exchange risk. So this also a very interesting area, how we are going to manage our foreign exchange risk. So what are the possible strategies that we can go, hedgings, that swaps. So those kind of things we are going to discuss under this particular area, right? Finally, we are going to discuss about managing our interest rate risk. So what are the factors affecting our interest rate? So what is the interest rate risk? How we are going to address that risk? So these things are very important. So in the syllabus, 15% weightage they have given for this risk management and uncertainty area. So I am going to elaborate these sessions step by step, so you can move to your examinations, or you can go through your examinations very easily. So join with us, the liveclass.lk is best platform for learning. So nowadays, so this is our website www.liveclass.lk. so you can join with us and you can learn this syllabus and you can ready for your examination. So I hope to see you very soon. Good luck.